You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Recent transplant Dan Barch is suing professional organizer Molly Mercher in the amount of $2,000. Mr. Barch claims Ms. Mercher's company failed to do their job and left his house in utter chaos. Ms. Mercher stands by her company's work and is countersuing for $1,000, the remaining balance on the work they did for Mr. Barch.
All right, Mr. Barch, you're suing Ms. Mercher for $2,000 for breach of contract?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Mercher, you've countersued for $1,000 owed on that contract.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and how do you know the defendant?
I know the defendant because I hired her to organize my house.
Okay, and you are a professional organizer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what skill sets do you have that make you a professional organizer?
Well, I ran this business for 3 years. We have a 5-star Yelp rating.
Okay.
I'm very organized by nature. I know how to just simplify people who happen to be a hoarder, figure out how to get things in order.
So you called up and are you a hoarder?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I heard the word hoarder.
I did too.
Okay, she's shaking her head over there though. So somebody calls you up, what do?
We go out, we meet with them, we review the house, we review the items that are to be unloaded.
Did you go and look at his house?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and your assessment was?
My assessment was this man had a lot of things that he needed done. He had 6 pods, which, Your Honor, are about 10 foot in length,
right,
6 feet tall, full to the brim. With
stuff?
Boxes, yes.
Right.
And no organization, nothing labeled, everything just thrown in.
What, were you moving into a house?
Yes, ma'am. I've always considered myself to be very organized, but within the last year, I've had the opportunity to move from the West Coast to the East Coast and back again.
Okay.
Within a 6-month period.
So you had all your stuff put in a pod, or you put it in a pod?
I put it in the pods.
Okay, so you brought her in to get the stuff out of the pod and organize it in your home. Is that what I'm understanding?
That's correct.
So what did you tell them it's going to cost them to do that?
Originally, I have an estimate here of $7,000.
$7,000 to take his stuff out of the pod and organize. How big is the house?
It's 1,700 square foot, Your Honor.
Okay. So how did things go wrong?
The problem was she came out and saw the house, saw the pods. We agreed on a contract.
$7,000.
She said she could do it.
Okay.
No, we agreed on.
Wait, you didn't agree on a contract?
No. In fact, I have the invoice here for $2,000 because Mr. Barch did not want to pay the full amount. So we negotiated down to a lower rate.
To $2,000?
$2,000 for a 2-day job, 2 people on staff, not including myself.
Right.
And I came and I met with him.
How do you go from $7,000 to $2,000?
Negotiation.
No, there's not that much negotiation in the world.
We only did 4 pods, though, Your Honor. We didn't do all 6.
We agreed we're going to do only 4 pods. Is that right? Did you get to choose which 4 pods?
The 4 that were closest to the house.
Okay.
Coming up.
Why are we here?
Exactly.
We're here, Your Honor, because they didn't do what they agreed to do. The place was not organized at all.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Dan Barch, who is suing Molly Mercher for breach of contract.
So what happened?
So we did the 4 pods.
They did the 4 pods.
They did?
Mm-hmm. So
why are we here?
Exactly.
We're here, Your Honor, because they didn't do what they agreed to do. The place was not organized at all. We met prior to it. We signed a contract. They were going to organize the house.
Right. Put everything where it should go.
We're going to do it on a Sunday, Monday. I went on Sunday. I helped unload the pods. We got all the boxes into the appropriate rooms.
I get all of that. But all she had to do was put everything where it should go.
I came back on Wednesday. There were empty boxes in every single room, and absolutely nothing was
organized.
Where it was.
Did you bring me pictures?
I did, Your Honor.
Let me see some pictures. What was he telling
Your
me?
Honor, we discussed beforehand that I do not take the boxes away. We do not get rid of the boxes. We leave the boxes with them as part of the supply fee that we include in the cost. We did unload all the boxes. And
wait. He didn't need anybody to unload the boxes. He needed somebody to take everything out of the boxes and put stuff where it's supposed to go.
And we did. We put everything away, but with that small space, we were looking at 1 linen closet, 1 smaller
let me ask a question about the pictures. Did they do this?
They did, Your Honor.
That looks very organized to me.
I
What's
would
wrong with
ask
this?
them why they put the breakfast food in the laundry room.
Because
Why
he has
they
so
put
much
the
cereal,
pots and
Your
pans
Honor.
and spatulas
Oh,
in
Fun
there
Crunch.
instead of in the kitchen. The kitchen was full of bath towels.
Okay, let me stop you. I'm with you now. I see what's in the picture. There is my mother has this. This cake mixer right here.
Yes.
And cereal. Those are pots and pans.
Yes.
Those are spatulas, and
Yes.
it's food.
Yes. And
Why did you
ma'am,
put that in the laundry room?
Your Honor, he had so much stuff. This man had probably close to 30 boxes of cereal, 3 different blenders.
Did you have
He
to-
says you never know when you're going to need a blender.
Let me ask you this. I know a lot of hoarders. And they'll say, I collect blah, blah, or I collect blank. They collect. And they usually have 3 or 4 of everything. How many cake mixers do you have?
One man.
How many cake mixers did he have?
Probably 3 or 4.
Is this the only picture you brought me?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the bedroom, the kitchen, and everything? How am I supposed to assess what kind of job she did based on this one picture?
Because that's representative of what
It's
happened
not
in each room.
representative to the court. It's not evidence. She could tell me every other room in the house was done, was it?
It was.
What are these boxes here, ma'am?
Those are just empty boxes.
And where did y'all leave these?
I'm not sure which room that was in, but we did leave empty boxes in each room, as we discussed.
Yeah, but you could have at least stacked them up outside. I mean, to just leave the boxes in the room. Is that why you didn't pay this lady?
I paid her 50% deposit, but I also have since that time gone out and gotten other quotes, which are in the paperwork that you have.
Right.
For
Quotes for
only
what?
$1,000 to redo the mess she made.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
You need to pay this lady. How much does he owe you?
$1,000, Your Honor.
$1,000. I'm ready to roll. You got anything else you want to say?
That photo is representative of every room. When they put my socks in the
this is a
bathroom.
court of law. When you got dressed today, you came in, you put on your nice suit with the matching tie and all of that stuff, you're on the phone. I wonder if the judge is going to ask me for some evidence that this lady did not do anything that she said she was going to do. Oh, no, probably not. One picture will do it. No, it won't. The burden of proof is by a preponderance of the evidence, the greater weight of the evidence. And to me, the greater weight of the evidence is on this side. Judgment for the defendant in the amount of $1,000. Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff is ordered to pay $1,000.
You should have organized my house better. Judge was right. I needed more pictures to prove my point.
You had way too many boxes to fit in that tiny house.